Cause we've been putting in the hour. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it, I was on missions, I was just living. Walked in that building, we were just building, taking our time. We were just yielding, we were just chilling. Away from these haters, know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us, it won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake, cop a new crib, got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors, they gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we've been putting in the hour. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we gon' blow your mind. 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 We gon' blow your mind.
Three chains. Ow.
Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after engaging laughter.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. One team comes in off a victory. The other comes in off a defeat. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their fifth-year quarterback, a Super Bowl champion in 2014. It's Russell Wilson.
And hasn't it been fun watching the maturation of Russell Wilson as a quarterback? Because I think that Seattle did a great job of protecting him early, making sure they ran the heck out of the football, played great defense, careful with him throwing the ball. But as time has gone on, they don't have to protect him anymore. He's just a legit starting quarterback, one of the best in the league. What's his overall record? 46-18 as a starter?
Yeah, coming into 2016, not bad.
Not bad, not bad at all. 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 championship. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure. And he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run for it with Spiller. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Spiller. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led out by their 6-year quarterback out of Virginia Tech. It's Tyrod Taylor.
7-6 as a first-time starter in 2015. He did a really nice job taking care of the football. 20 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions.
Here's the first carry from LaShawn McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit, and Colton Schmidt. Doug Baldwin deep here for Seattle. Now it's Baldwin. Doug Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Ben is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
10 yards to go on third. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards of carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
It's a gain of 24 that time, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 14-0 is our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
Trying to shake off blitz coming, and down he goes. The two-time Pro Bowler, Bobby Wagner, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out in the pistol. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a 1st down.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Baldwin now to return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett, and they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Taylor surveying the field. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Seahawks a first down. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls.
A transfer from Michigan back to Central Michigan. Got overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out. Ended up being a priority free agent. And boy, what a rookie season he had before injuring an ankle. This guy is something else. When he gets going, their offense really responds.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. On second down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left, and now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A very good return that time, 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now Taylor on first down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. To throw again is Taylor. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Finding time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
Carpenter now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have 2 teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. All right, let's roll those highlights. Seahawks starting it up on their opening drive. Spiller will break away from the pack here, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Bills will punt it away. Baldwin's going to try for the return, and this long run goes for a touchdown. The lead now at 14. Now following the interception, Baldwin's going to haul in the pass, and he ends up at the 24-yard line before he's stopped on the play. Seahawks will later turn it over on an interception. Bills take it at the 6. Taylor is going to complete the pass from the gun. It ends up working for a touchdown. Bills down by 7. Now to late in the first half. Here we'll get a fumble on the return. Bills end up picking up the ball and scoring. The Bills tied up at 14. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Seattle for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first and 10, it's Taylor. Caught left side, Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So second down, 3 yards to go now. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Give him 30 yards there.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, it looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Holding offense.
And that one is going to set the offense back. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. Another pistol look here.
Here we go.
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry now for McCoy. Stays on his feet. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They go play action with Taylor. He's got time. He's going to look deep for... That's caught inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on third. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. From the gun, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Rawls. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 2015 Pro Bowler, Michael Bennett, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's the 2nd sack of the day for Michael Bennett. And, partner, I would bet that if we charted his sacks, they come from a variety of spots along the defensive front. He knows how to find matchups and exploit them.
And he has had a lot of sacks in his career.
That quickness just gets him upfield and right into the offensive backfield.
This is taken at the 10. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And now it's 2nd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. 3rd down now following the run. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now Carpenter to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A chance for us to look now at the Bills defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, Wilson surveying the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's McCoy. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Sort of a hallmark here of a Rex Ryan team last year, the #1 rushing attack in the NFL, keeping it on the ground here, eating some clock with a lead.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise. Rex Ryan's a defensive-minded head coach. He loves having a good running attack because it helps his defense out in a big way.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
The previous play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. Baldwin with it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And the numbers comparison, and something tells me he likes the numbers a little better for this week. What do you think?
No doubt about it. And, you know, we often look for the deep meaning about, okay, why did this happen last week and this one, this? Sometimes you just play better. And we're seeing that from him. looks happy, loose, running around, and making plays.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So for the Bills, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.